All right, my friends, this is kind of part two of coding the data or making sense of the data. What we're looking for here is cause and effect relationships. And in the video prior to this, we talked about open coding, and I kind of led to some examples of a positive influence on customer experience or a negative influence on customer experience, and we want to go a little bit more in depth into it. My name is Dr. Michael Garver, professor of marketing, and I love the chips. Fire up chips, love central, let's go get them. All right, so you've seen this, and our job is to take all these pieces of the puzzle and put them together so that it's a beautiful campfire story with D squared. And one of the areas of putting that data back together is cause and effect relationships. And the question I have for you is, do you see cause and effect in their quotes? Sometimes we'll see it, sometimes we won't. And it kind of looks like this. And it's funny because my daughter, they were doing cause and effect in school, and it was hilarious because they used these same kind of examples, and it's, hey man, we learned it in elementary school, it still applies today, but we see the cause and effect in the relationships and their verbiage. Let's do it. So this happened because of that, right? Or so as a result we did this, okay? And another one is which led to this. These are all kind of little mini quotes that are kind of talking about cause and effect, right? One thing caused another thing, and that's what we're really looking for. And so the other thing you want to ask yourself is, I'm really big into qualitative research on context, and is there something in their background that is driving certain thoughts and or certain behaviors? One of the reasons that I love to understand the context of my customers is because you'll see it, right? And so as we look at cause and effect, it might be kind of in their language or their kind of behaviors, but it also might be in the context. Look for that as well to see what's driving certain thoughts and behaviors. Okay, so we're going to go back to the drone and give you an example of cause and effect relationships. We're going to go back to the Typhoon Q500 plus drone. Let's do it. So here's the example of cause and effect. I had such a bad experience with customer service and tech support that I'm now on a mission to let everyone know not to buy this drone. You treat me bad, and I'm going to tell as many people I can what you did. You lie to me, and I'm going to let people know you lie. As I said, this is a great product. Just hope it doesn't break, because that's when the problems are going to start, and a horrible customer experience is coming your way. Right? So let's and I think this is a great way to kind of talk about cause and effect relationship, right? So we kind of led to this before, where the quality product has a positive impact on the customer experience, and then this bad customer service poor customer service has a negative effect on the customer experience. But we also heard word of mouth, right? Negative word of mouth, which was, you lie to me, and I'm gonna tell everybody else you lied. You treat me bad, poor customer service, and I'm going to let everybody know that you're bad, right? And so we're looking at these relationships, and again, we're trying to use customer quotes as a way to support the relationships and give evidence for these relationships, and we'll definitely use it in the presentation to engage the reader. All right, so the key question is, do you see cause and effect in their quotes? That's what we're looking for. This because of that. So, as a result, or which leads to, right? Looking for that always. And remember, our job is, we got all these puzzle pieces, and our job as researchers is to come up with the open codes, right? Come up with those concepts, those themes that we see in the data, and then look, are there cause and effect relationships between them? Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. If it's there, if it's in the data, we want to portray it that way. I do want to give you one word of caution, right? And in quantitative data, remember that we talked about correlation analysis, and we're very careful not to call correlation analysis causation, right? Qualitative research is not a great technique to find cause and effect relationships. And when we really think of science, the only method that does a great job of finding or testing for cause and effect relationship are experiments, right? And I don't want to go into that right now, but the point is, so what we are looking at here is cause and effect relationships. It's more on the hypothesis generation, right? We think this might lead to that. And in our data, it talks about that. But we got to be careful, just like we did with correlation, that correlation is not causation. This is just evidence that it might exist. If we really want to test that relationship, then we're going to want to take this and research, triangulate it with experiments. All right, my friends, I look forward to seeing the next exciting episode of Marketing 450.